start in just a couple of minutes. There aren't any previews, so if people straggle in and they miss the opening, they miss something really, really important. I want to thank you for attending tonight. I'm on the last leg of a tour around the country with it. And the film is pretty heavy. And I call it the final wake-up call. Because I believe that,
Thank you.
well, we're on the brink of extinction as a species. And the film will bring that out. It is very critical of American foreign policy and basically lays out a counter-narrative to the history of this country from the very beginning. And when I say the very beginning, I don't mean 1776, I mean 1492. And it traces American militarism and war from 1492, and it wasn't American, to the very present day. And the three issues in the film are the only three issues that threaten life on the planet. It's a nuclear war, which is more dangerous and more likely now than it was during the Cold War. I know some of us certainly remember duck and cover in the Cuban Missile Crisis. We're that close right now. The second threat is nuclear power. Most recent is Fukushima, which is basically killing the entire Pacific Ocean, and it'll spread from there. Power plants all over this country and all over the world are leaking, and it's impossible to store the stuff safely. So that's a threat to life on the planet, and that'll be treated in the film. And the third existential threat is climate change. And as I traveled around the country, I've been in some big cities. I was in Nashville, I was in Atlanta, San Francisco. Fresno's not a big city, but it's big enough. Seattle, and now here. And I always notice the bumper-to-bumper traffic on all of the freeways. Seattle is crazier than Los Angeles. New York is much, much better getting around than all of that. But it doesn't seem that the rest of the world, including this country, are doing anything significant to mitigate these effects of global warming, climate change. So the film is, I call it the final wake-up call, 30 seconds to midnight. You know where that came from, the doomsday clock and the Bureau of Atomic Scientists. Many, well, some were part of the Manhattan Project that invented the nuclear bomb, the atomic bomb. Well, a few months ago, I think it was around January, you may have heard that they moved the hands of the clock from 3 minutes to midnight to 2.5 minutes. Were you aware of that? Yeah. Because of the threat of nuclear war and climate change. And I had already made the film 30 seconds to midnight, so I think they were being too conservative or didn't want to scare the rest of the public. But with recent events, I'm thinking I'm going to retitle it to the final countdown. 10, 9. Not really. Anyway, Lonnie is somewhere. She's going to get ready to project this. It's an hour and 32 minutes long. There's an awful lot of material in there. People that have seen it said, you know, I'm going to have to watch it a couple of times with a paper and a pencil because there's just so much in there. But we'll have time afterwards to hear what your comments are, what your thoughts are, things that you'd like to share. And if you have questions and I can answer them, I'd be happy to do it. So we're all set down here, Lanny. I'll turn this off.